For this motor, we've got several different pieces. We've got a wire about 1 meter in length, and we're going to use it to make a coil. We've got a battery, we've got our neodymium magnet. Remember not to let that slam into anything, it could shatter. We've got 2 copper shims that have notches cut in the top. We've got a battery holder, we've got some sandpaper. Starting with the wire, we want to remove the insulation completely from one end of the wire for about 3 inches. So we're going to take the sandpaper and pull it through, making sure that we get all of the insulation off of that side. And you should be able to see a difference on the wire between completely bare and insulation. You can look next to it for the insulation. So drawing that through and making sure that all of the insulation is getting off of one side for about 3 inches. Now that's going to be one lead. The other side we're going to do something a little bit different with. Make sure I've got all the insulation there. So if I imagine being able to look at the end of the wire and seeing it end on, I'm only going to take the insulation off of half of the wire, and that half is going to be one side, so 180 degrees of the 360 degree circle. The best way I found to do that, take the wire, press it flat against something, and draw it through the insulation, or strip off the insulation with the sandpaper, making sure that you're only sanding one side of the wire so that that side is bare and you can see the shiny copper, and the other side still has its insulation on it. Once you've done that with your wire, we're going to use the battery as a form, leaving my lead sticking off, winding the wire around the battery, and then carefully sliding that wind off the battery, not letting it unravel, and then using the lead, winding it around an edge to hold that in place, and doing the same thing on the other side so that the leads lock the coil in place and point opposite to each other. I now have my coil. Take the battery holder, slide one of the copper shims in on the spring side, put the battery in the holder, use the other shim, slide in on the other side, put our magnet on top, and now here's where the investigation really happens. You can put your motor there and you're going to have to adjust. You might have to raise the height of your shims a little bit. You might have to slightly elongate your coil so that it doesn't bump into your magnet. You're going to put it in there, give it a gentle tap, and see if you can make a motor, make something that will continue to spin. You might have to change the angle that the bare side, so this is my side that has partially insulated and partially bare, you might have to change the relative angle of that bare side with respect to the face. That's something to investigate. But it should spin cleanly until it runs into an edge.